With the recent release of what I consider to be the spiritual successor to Battlefield Bad Company 2, Battlefield 4 to me has reignited my love for the franchise. I don't know if it's the revisit of the commander mode, scripted level changes on activation, or new kit progression and battle pack formula, but something keeps me coming back for more, like a chariot horse chasing a carrot on a stick. Yet, 4 full releases and countless spin-offs since, we still managed to have a massive amount of players who are either too selfish to care about their team, too stupid to listen, or perhaps have made the glorious leap from Call of Crap Magical Warfare. Now, before you go all fanboy Justin Bieber on me about how it takes talent to center your screen the fastest and press your finger down, I want you to consider how intelligent players in Battlefield may not be the best at doing that, but still win the most games. Now, if you're like me and play to win and don't give a shit about how many unlucky bastards you can single-handedly take out while still losing the game, I'd like to present to you my pro tips on Operation Locker. Hard as a mother. That's right, I want all you boys to stop being such a little fraidy cat. From the moment you spawn into Op Locker, you should be running for gold like Usain Bolt. Due to the linear nature of the map, you will be facing your enemy head on and in great numbers. But the key to the success, aside from having a recon loadout, is landing an early game kill that spearheads their pace by surprising them. That being said, having an offensive boost that gives you 10% speed early on is mandatory. Personally, I always start with the recon and shotgun. That way, when I do break through the initial rushers, I am able to plant a respawn beacon for my team. Everyone will be going for C, and that's why it's your job to break through to their primary objective. Do not get greedy and double back for easy kills or go for their secondary objective, which would be B or D depending on your side, but rather place the spawn beacon close to their spawn and let your team eat their guts from the inside out, slowly taking over the map like cancer. Push, push, push. Assuming your initial push failed and you and your entire team are locked out of an objective, there's a level of unrelenting persistence you must maintain. This is where you choose an assault loadout with the smoke grenade launcher. Sure, nobody likes dying, but nobody likes losing the game either. So you must remain relentless in your quest to break through the locker. Make sure your squad knows your intentions by spamming go, go, go and popping smoke. Also, make sure you do not attack the objective in the main entry point. I'm not a gambling man, but I'm willing to bet you're statistically safer taking the side hallways and off paths that nobody likes to cover, as opposed to running head on to a nade-spammed hallway. Finally, when you do get through, follow the same practice of not getting greedy by doubling back behind the enemy team for easy kills or going for the easy objective. I like to hide and wait for a recon to walk by, and Lord in heaven knows Battlefield has enough of these, in hopes of using his respawn beacon to help my team spawn and cap the objectives in the same fashion I would on an initial push. Sure, it would be easier just to use a recon kit to break through, but I find more often than not, assaults are useful for bringing fellow teammates up and using med kits after a firefight. Play smart. Assuming you have multiple kits and weapon unlocks, I'd like to take the time to remind you how smart you are, you Battlefield player, you. Use this to your advantage. If you already are maintaining a 3-cap lead, then get your favorite kit and weapon combo and snuggle up. Defending an objective is the smartest play you can make and not continue to be greedy and push. Before you spawn, assess which objectives are being defended and choose your loadout to fit your defensive playstyle for that objective accordingly. Strategically placing motion sensors on corners, giving ammo to nade spamming buddies, or leisurely killing via an EOD bot are all up to you. Make sure to switch kits and think before you respawn. If you see an objective deep on your side going red, get a recon kit and a respawn beacon down and save it. If you see a mortar hammering the outside of C, counter him with a mortar of your own. Adapting to your enemy via changing your tactics is necessary to win Battlefield, and that's something you can't find in Call of Duty. Also, make sure you know the map limits, since you can place some respawn beacons in some pretty interesting places. Following these tactics, you may find yourself experiencing a significantly lower KDR and a significantly higher win ratio. Most of these tactics apply to Conquest only, but can become relevant in other game modes as well. Of course, you cannot do any of this and sit back and snipe the entire game. That would be an option. Hey man, you paid $60, play the game how you want. Post in the comments what map, game mode, tips you would like to see next. If this video helped you in any way, return the favor to me by liking it and sharing it, and the rest you will discover for yourself or die trying.